You want to know what 7,000 cedis a month, what 9,000 cedis a month will get you in Accra? 9,000 cedis for a two-bedroom apartment in this immaculate looking building. So here we go. This is the 9,000 cedi a month two-bedroom apartment. You can see the AC on the wall. You see the living room. We move forward towards the bedroom. But so we're inside the first bedroom. You can see the size a little bit. What I just showed you there was I tried to get a real zoom close up to the wall so you can see the cleanliness of the room. It's immaculate. It's brand new construction. Everything is brand new. You can see, like I said, I'm trying to show you the walls, the lights. We didn't turn the lights on in every room, so yeah, that was a mistake on my part. But this is the guest bathroom off the hallway.
So this is the guest washroom. That's the guest washroom. And then the second.
In the second bedroom. Now this is the second bedroom, and as you can see, the AC is on there. It comes with a ceiling fan. Nice little decorations at the top. Yep, you can see me doing a little walkthrough in the mirror as we go. We are now inside the 7,000 cedi one bedroom apartment. One bedroom apartment, and you can kind of see it still looks nice. Nothing wrong with the aesthetics, but you can kind of see it's a little smaller. The kitchen and the living room kind of fall into each other, but you get all of the nice amenities. Lovely little countertop and kitchen, the sink, and they even give you the little coffee making machine. Here's your microwave and refrigerator. You saw the wash machine. So it's furnished too. So with both of these apartments, they are fully furnished. So really it's just walk in and get your living on, which is, for me at least, that's a good thing. Some people want unfurnished, and you can get a much better price if you're looking for an unfurnished. I'm technically right now I'm looking at furnished apartments. So 7,000 cedis, 9,000 cedis. This is in East Legon Hills, and we could talk about a little. So what y'all think about the apartment? Did you like it? Did you like how it looked? I'll be honest with you, I did like it. I think it looks nice. It's now I may not necessarily have the greatest amount of comparative analysis. I've only been here for a couple of weeks now, and I haven't looked at too many. Now I have looked at some. I went to look at one, and to be perfectly frankly, I'm gonna do my best not to put the person's name or the property out there. But I did go look at one, and it was absolutely horrible. It was so bad I didn't feel like whipping out my camera to take pictures or video. And they were asking for 17,000 cedis a month. It was old and dingy. It was dirty. It was small. It was cramped. And I was just like, I don't even know that you would find a bumbling idiot that would pay that for this. But hey, no matter where you are, property owners get to choose their prices. Now, that aside, this place was very nice. It was in a still developing section of the greater Accra area called East Legon Hills. So it's close to East Legon, but it is not. It literally is not East Legon. You throw another word in there, you in a different area. And I say that to say some of the roads were paved. Going into the area, we went in on paved roads. As we made a couple of turns, and then you end up on some unpaved roads. But unpaved don't necessarily mean bad. I've been in some areas where unpaved means you truly have gone back in time, and the roads will give you backaches and headaches. That was not the case for East Legon Hills. So I'm still thumbs up as far as that's concerned. My only true concern is 7,000 cedis a month for the 1 bedroom, 9,000 cedis a month for the 2 bedroom. Still sounds like, still feels like. And if I were to ask some of my friends and contacts in the area, they would tell me it actually is. So they would caution me about paying that. So I'm not at the point where I'm signing the dotted line. I'm going to be looking in some other areas. I do like East Legon Hills, like I said. I'll do maybe 1 or 2 more videos when I go take a look at some of the others. But if you're listening, let me know. One, where you listening at? Where you watching from? Are you in the States and you watch my video? Let me know and I'll shout you out. If you're in Ghana right now and you're watching my video, let me know and I'll shout you out. If you are in Ghana and you got some property, you got some apartments for rent, and they're nice. I ain't talking about the mess. I'm talking about if you have a nice apartment. Now, me, I don't have to have a pool. I don't need a pool. There's so many lovely, beautiful properties over here. And there's so many people pitching and selling and using their best salesman charms and whatnot. But I'm like, don't come to me with a pool. You're not going to convince me with a pool. I don't care if there's a pool or not. And I certainly don't want to pay extra money just because there is a pool. I can't even swim. So I am not the target audience for the places with pools. But I get so many people sending me stuff, and I'm like, I just keep saying over and over again, I don't want a pool. But if you are in Ghana, if you do have a property, I am currently looking. I'm here, and I am looking. I'm trying to find the right property where I can sign a lease. 12-month lease minimum. I would love to have a 6-month lease, but 12-month lease, I'm good with that. And I understand the deal. I know the rules. If anybody watching and you're not sure what I'm talking about, in Ghana, you typically pay for 1 year in advance. So write that down, take some notes if you were interested or curious or wasn't sure. It is true that you are expected to pay your full lease for 1 year minimum. Sometimes they be asking for more than that. I ain't gonna go there. I'm looking for the people that with some properties in nice areas. Yes, I want paved roads. I want as much paved road as possible. Now, if you're looking in the cantonments area, you're going to get a lot of paved roads. In certain areas of East Legon, you're going to get a lot of paved roads. In the area that I'm in now, technically, it's in the Adenta area, but it's not necessarily dead square center in Adenta. So some of the people around have said, you're actually in Trosaco. No problem. Okay, cool with me. I've been around the area. I've taken walks throughout the neighborhood. It is a gated community. So that's nice if that's what you're looking for. The roads here are paved. I've driven around. I've driven on the outside of the area. I've driven on the inside of the area. Paved roads for the most part. There's a couple of spots where you make a wrong turn and better have your back pain, your muscle pain pills or whatever it is that you call them. But like I said, if you're tuning in, this is Shabazz with the proper perspective. I am live in Ghana. I will be showcasing the food that I eat. I will be showcasing the properties that I go look at. And I will be showcasing, just other general things like when I go to the mall, I'm going to try to, take some footage and show you guys that. So please tune in, hit the like button, share this with somebody else, subscribe to the channel so you get the notifications. And tell me in the comments where you're from, what you like about the video, what else you want to see in the video. And if you have any experiences with landlords, the good ones or the bad ones, then share it and let me know. We can build, we can talk. Everything is about growth from my perspective, from my proper perspective. So, again, thank you for tuning in. This was Shabazz. I showed you 2 properties in East Legon Hills. And stay tuned because I'm supposed to be going to Kokobite tomorrow or in a day or two or something like that. That's a good area and it's a beach area if you know what I mean. So give me a holler. Peace.